Hello, greetings. Yeah, so I haven't finished my sentences in my previous videos. I hope you help me and help me. So God knows who's going to help. But those trying to praying, but I failed them. I'm really sorry. I did not fail you. There's something here, very very hard. I have to take my emotions out here. So what I didn't want to embarrass you. I don't want to humiliate. Connecting with my principal, great principal teacher, great teachers, how to correct this. So back to work, not on the sidelines. Forget. I mean, for a while we can. Okay, what didn't I? No. No. I'm blank. So I have a headache, but thank God I have this, what do you call it, ointment for my head. There's some like heaty, magnetic waves in my head. So oh God knows, it feels like something like that. It gives me that nagging headache. Okay, I don't want to, I said leave it. Just leave it, But on the other hand, I have this I have this thing of correcting. Even my life, like, so I don't mean to, like, can you imagine, like, do you think I can say these things and then the Shia ulamas may not like, someone. See, the Shia ulamas are not that kacha raw. They didn't sit there just. They've done their research. I got it from my Shia ulamas. So what didn't I say properly about hijab? See, hijab is there. For the sake of this thing, we called it. I don't know how this word Khimer and jilbab, wearing a loose garment. You take those two verses. It's very good. Amina Sardar remembers where they are. My memory is terrible. So you take those two verses of women covering themselves like the jilbab, if loose outer garment, verse in Surah Azab, and one is in Surah Nur. I don't know which one. So one is in Surah Azab, I think, and God knows, or Surah Nisa, or no, most probably Surah. Just please, I can't give you the Surah numbers, and I have a headache. So, can you believe it? I mean, so Shia ulamas can say, like, oh, were we sitting here killing flies? They've been right in many things. But now I can't explain why this whole thing has turned. Like, I don't believe in Shia Islam either. How could they miss these verses? Surah Nur, that the consent, if that word condition attached, using that word where it shows that a condition is attached in Surah Nur, ayat 33, and Surah, and then there are other contradictory verses like Rasulullah made a mistake which was unintentional, and then in Surah Tahrim, Rasulullah was seeking to please his wives. So you see from that, I don't know how, with due respect to my Shia ulamas, religious scholars, so I have to struggle to calm down and bring the good natured that was in me, that I remember somewhere in time, that came from my mother, someone's prayers. Yeah, I've had a taste of that good natured, good hearted, good teacher. You know how she would correct without embarrassing the person. You don't know how to make tea. things like that I got in CES. Thanks to my enemies. So now the thing is that you don't have to be just in Arabic. Sorry, I have to complete the sentence. You don't have to be knowing Arabic. Just put Khimer here. Khimer, alcohol verse. Alcohol. It is intoxication of the mind, the head, which alcohol gives. Khamar. See this? So good students. No, I mean, I just gave that example. That doesn't mean I'm teaching Amina Sardar or anything. But we are learning together. So if I'm wrong, correct me. Yeah. One thing about this is the khamar word is given when it says, so that's how our Shia religious scholars have gathered, connected, that this verse in one of the verses that take your scarf and cover your bosoms with it, it means khamar. The khamar word is used if you look at it. Look at the Arabic word in those one ayat. Not the jilbab, not the looser outer garment covering one, I think. Maybe, I don't know. But I checked yesterday a little bit. So khumr, intoxication. See, intoxication. This word is used in when they say in that ayat, I can show you in detail later on, and just when they tell you, when the ayat tells you that you should cover your bosoms with what? It's not only just mere cover. The word, what word is used? So our religious scholars, Shia religious scholars, gathered from this word used, khimar, that it means draw your head scarves over your bosoms. In short, okay? Now, I hope my work is done. I apologize, I don't mean to hit on anyone, pick on anyone. But last night, what happened in the fun, Amina Sardar, fun, let's have fun. Maybe the video, she said she's not going to save it because someone has been doing something there. Someone else who showed the video of Palestine and Israel, the Palestine doing things. So I don't mean to be, but all these years I can tell you, my religious Shia scholars, we have to be very fair and square and not be this. Just not in detail. See, khamar. This word is used in the headscarf, in the covering of the bosom. Khamar, alcohol. So it is the head that gets cloudy, right? Sorry, I'm lying down like this. My videos are terrible. And yeah, my life, I really shouldn't care. So please excuse me. And whoever is interested in so Amina Sardar I said follow. What I mean is subscribe to this channel of mine. She knows what I'm talking about. Consider the Shia religious scholars. They were not just sitting there killing flies, God knows how they got persuaded that Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet when there are two ayats I'm showing my religious scholars, Shia, ulamas, big. With due respect to them, Sayyid Ali is Sayyid Ali, Hakim Ahmadis. I have no words to describe this humble, He just said, be with them. I said, I can't follow them. He just said, be with them. Yani, I said, Yani, it's meaning that I can't pray, so leave it 5 times a day, this, that, just be with them. My goodness. So they have such high integrity and nobleness. I cannot tell you simple. I cannot tell you. Okay, I'll continue with this later. All I mean, so connecting with good teachers and trying to, nothing, no personal do I really mean it? Yes, when you're embarking as learning together, helping together, of course, but it doesn't sound like I would maybe have interior motives, or what do you call that? So, no, but last night what happened really blew my mind, sank my my heart. So I don't know. And please, I'm not flattering UAE sheikhs or anyone. Have you seen Scent of a Woman? Like, I don't want to get in the good books of, but thank you for your help, UAE, Abu Dhabi. And I don't even want to call on my sheikh of Sharjah to help me, because, it doesn't, I will deal with it myself as much as I can. Maybe I will, in my weakness, appeal to the UAE sheikhs. But remember, I will not use you, misuse you, flatter you, your highnesses. My mother was a true person, she told my father. Now, my great-grandfather was a simple man. He was not a greedy man. He really, believe it or not, I know that he had 2 peran, only 2, not even 3, maybe 3. He was a simple man. He did not want to use the Sharjah Sheikh, but he put there, born in Sharjah for me. I don't know why. See, not for himself, but for me. And so the rest of that's why we have this problem here, at least if in the passport was born in Karachi. So my mother used to say to my father, Babu, whenever I travel, I have to put a lie there, right? And maybe because this sheikh has now this Kashmiri sheikh, or this sheikh who looks like Safdars, maybe I was telling myself the other day, this is when I calmed down, that this is a punishment for me. But really, I did not put there. But yes, so when a lady officer came to do research, I didn't tell her on her face. Or did I tell her that I was... So I do get weak and all this, but I was born in Karachi, Dr. Salima's. And yes, we made, I don't know why my great-grandfather, Abba Haji Jawad Sajwani, made put me on born in Georgia. May God forgive him. He wasn't greedy though. He never used the sheikhs for anything. So, and I want to use, I hope I don't. In my weakness, if I use you, I will tell you later on that I've used you. Yes, I'm using the UAE. Money is coming from where?